And Michelle, that challenge is be better and not bitter. We've all heard the saying, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And when tragedy hits, when marriages fail, or when sickness seems to prevail, we may become bitter due to severe grief, anguish, and disappointment. So challenging one's thought process is the first step to being better instead of bitter.
Can't we just take out the letter?
We could do that. That's the whole and just apply an E, that's all. But you know, what we need to understand first is the framework that this comes from. What we understand is that what we think provokes emotions, and those emotions provoke behavior.
Sure.
So when we understand that, what we want to do is start replacing negative thoughts with positive thoughts.
Right.
And before we jump into the list, I want Patrick and I have talked, and Patrick's going to give us an example of how to replace negative thoughts with positive thoughts. So what was your negative thought?
Well, the typical one from Al might be wanting to go up to a girl and saying she might reject, or she's going to reject.
Okay, so you're going on a date, and the first negative thought that comes is she's going to reject me.
Right.
So how do you replace that negative thought with a positive thought?
She'll love me.
She will absolutely adore me. I'm all that in a bag of chips.
And you know what? The more you put it out
Bag of
there, and the
chips.
more you actually believe the positive things you say, the more confident you're going to be. And the ladies love confidence.
And
Really
look,
simple.
if you're not believing that she's going to love you anyway, and you go out and she doesn't love you, who cares?
Yeah,
You believe it anyway.
Okay, so this is what we want you to do. This is the challenge. We want you to write it, challenge it, and replace it. Writing it is the obvious. Write down the negative thought. What is that thought? And then we're going to challenge it. So for Patrick, challenging that thought would be, has there ever been a time when a girl has loved you or liked you or thought you were hot?
Oh, I'm feeling good already.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Remind
that
me of last
contradicts,
night.
that
Correct.
contradicts yourself.
So you challenge that negative thought.
Okay.
So once you challenge the thought, you want to replace it. And then that goes back to what Patrick just did. He replaced it with a positive.
Well, and this is always what we've talked about all the time, is sending that positive energy out into the universe, and that is going to always come back to you.
And guess what,
Absolutely.
guys? If you need a place to write it down, challenge it, and replace it, you can do it on our Facebook page,
Love that.
facebook.com/emotionalmojo. 56 minutes to do that. So we want you to share it with us.